Hey everybody, I'm Tony Varela. You're watching Comic TV. You know what time it is. My favorite day of the week, New Comic Wednesday. It's August 21st, 2019. I got my co-host Yogi with me, and I also got a special guest. This is Mark Sulca with Sulca Smooth Production. Woo! You guys ready to do this?
Let's go, baby.
We're ready to do this, Yogi? Let's do this. Mark, tell me what we got coming at them today.
Well, first from Dynamite Studios, we got Vampirella #2.
So you're looking at an Artgerm cover, and that cover is sexy. And that's written by Priest, and he's a big-time writer. He's done Justice League and a lot of big titles, and the art on that is our Goon Doos, and really nice job in that. There's a little lady love going on in there. Ooh. Looks like Vampirella's taking a little time off of blood sucking and doing a little limb licking.
Oh,
that's right.
Dang. And up next, it looks like we got Red Sonja, Birth of the She-Devil.
Red Sonja, Birth of the She-Devil #3, and that's written by Luke Lieberman. And the art on that is by Sergio Davila. Decent job on the art, and it's been an interesting story so far. And you're looking at a Parrillo cover. Lucio Parrillo just killing it on these titles.
Actually, one of my favorite artists as well. And we got next, Blade Runner 2019.
So all these Blade Runner titles are canon for the movies and TV shows that's going to be upcoming, and that's written by Michael Green, and the first title was really nice. The art inside is by Mike Johnson, and really nice art as well. And that cover, I'm not loving that cover. That's the B cover by Sid Mead, and that's by Titan Comics. And you can stack those up like 10 at a time. What else we got for him, Mark?
All right, up next from Boom Studios, we got Faithless #5.
So that's written by Brian Azzarello, and I got his autograph on that Faithless #1 Tula Lotte erotic variant, and that variant's it's too erotic to show, Mark.
Ooh,
it's just too erotic.
Is it borderline?
No,
it crosses the line.
It's fully over the line. Probably the most erotic of the covers so far. And I was looking at the previews magazine, and I noticed there wasn't an option to order an erotic cover for the next Faithless. So I don't know if that means there's not one, or maybe they got some blowback. Who knows? The art inside is by Maria Lovett, and I don't love it, but the story is good and the art's good enough. And that erotic cover is by Becky Cloonan. Ooh.
Awesome. Next up, we're switching up gears to Marvel Studios. Looks like I've got Daredevil #10.
So Daredevil #10, you're looking at Tedesco cover, and there was a Jung Young Goon cover as well that looked very nice, very much in the style of InHyuk Lee. I went ahead and got that Tedesco because all his covers have been sick so far. Chip Zdarsky has been doing a great job on the writing on that book. I definitely hope you're on it. And the art is switched to Jorge Fornes. So I hope that's a permanent switch away from Sharma. I was not enjoying his art at all, but definitely enjoying that one much better.
All right. Up next, Carnage versus Deadpool.
So this is part of the Absolute Carnage line that's been going on. Really awesome stuff. Frank Thierry is doing the writing on that book, and we got Marcelo Ferreira doing the art. Decent job on the art. Definitely looking forward to that book. And that is the Tyler Kirkman cover. Regular cover, really nice one too. And we got another Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool cover to show you as well. And that is the Clayton Crain Codex variant. Presently going for about $20 on the eBay.
On the eBay. Click and send.
Oh, and this is the Deadpool annual he's going to show you here. And there was a John Tyler Christopher connecting cover on that, but I really don't want to get wrapped into those connecting covers. There's been some good ones lately, but generally I try to stay away from them. That is the Deadpool annual #1. Dana Schartz is doing the writing. Schwartz, excuse me, not Schartz. Riley Brown's doing the art on that, and we got an Aaron Cooter cover on that. And
Cooter?
Cooter, yeah.
You brought her, you Cooter.
Cooter Brown. We got Cooter and Brown on the on that title. That's pretty sweet.
Up next we got
Cooter Brown.
Cooter Brown, right next to each other. All right, so we got
as they should be.
Yeah, Fearless #2, also from Marvel Studios.
So I just said I was staying away from the connecting variants, but here we go. We got a Jenny Frison connecting variant. When you're Jenny Frison, you can make me buy connecting covers. That is assorted artists, assorted writers. It's going to involve Miss Marvel, Night Nurse, X-23. So not a whole lot going on there. That was strictly a cover buy.
Strictly cover buys.
Got some Donny Cates coming up.
Ooh, some Guardians of the Galaxy.
So Donny Cates is writing that book, and if you know anything about Marvel Comics, Donny Cates is pretty much the king of writers right now. Corey Smith's doing a really nice job on the art inside, and that InHyuk Lee cover is badass. Another great thing you're going to get with this book is the origin of Rocket Raccoon, and surprisingly for an artist, for a character of his stature, we really don't know much about Rocket's origin, so it'll be nice to get that, and so that's probably going to be a key book.
All right. Looks next we got Marvel Comics Presents number 8.
So this Marvel Comics Presents, this is continuing the introduction of Wolverine's daughter, and just thumbing through that, reading some of the dialogue, she's kind of a bitch, but she's hot, and that character is hot, and that Marvel Comics Presents is hot. We got Charles Soule, Ethan Sachs doing some writing on those, but you're going to have 3 stories, one with Wolverine, one with Spider-Woman, and one with White Fox, and this is supposed to be one of her first solo introductions, and the art on that White Fox story is pretty nice, and we got an Arthur Adams cover to boot.
All right. One of my favorite covers so far in this group, we've got Powers of X from Marvel Comics as well.
Powers of X or Powers of 10, I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that, but that's number 3 of 6. And Hickman's been killing on the writing of Powers and House of 10, and that is R.B. Silva. And honestly, I don't know whose art I like better, Pepe Larraz on House of X or R.B. Silva on this Powers of X. We got a Dustin Weaver cover right there, and that is the new character variant, so I'm speculating on that. There is also a secret variant with Ilana Rasputin instead of Rasputin 4 as well, so I didn't see either of those covers, so I missed out. I would have bought multiple issues. That book is freaking smoking hot.
Right, changing up gears, going to the DC studios now for Aquaman, number 51.
Aquaman 51, we got Kelly Sue DeConnick doing the writing on that, and Robson Roque, I love his art. Really been loving this run of Aquaman, and you'll find out in this issue that Black Manta has been granted some special powers. He's got a Manta mech now, granted by the Lex Luthor. Definitely loving that Middleton cover. Middleton's covers aren't as hot on the eBay as they used to be, but people have caught on, but man, I'm not going to pass that cover up. Super sick.
And I think DC did a good job with the movie and boosting Aquaman's presence in the cinematic universe.
Honestly, that movie is one of my favorite superhero movies. I'm surprised it doesn't get more hype.
Freaking awesome.
I can't stop watching.
And then we have Batman number 77.
Huge title. You know that Tom King's wrapping up at 85, and so he's finally starting to make some stuff happen. And we got a Tony Daniel cover, and he's been doing some interiors recently, but Michael Jannon's doing the interiors on this book. And we not only have that Tony Daniel cover, but show him that Clayton Crain cover as well.
This one?
Yes, sir.
There it is.
Clayton Crain. Now, I'm a big fan of his art, but that is not my favorite Clayton Crain. Looked like he hurried that one up a little bit. But the reason I got both of those issues is there's a big happening. Somebody big in Batman's world. Let's get the boot.
Uh-oh, someone's dying?
The permanent boot. So we'll see how permanent that is, or if they find a way to weasel out of there. But there's definitely a serious character goes down, and if you're a speculator, you definitely want to be speculating on that.
Speculation.
So we got one more book to show you that I got today, and then I'm also going to talk about some books that I didn't get, and then we're going to show you a few dollar bin dive books that I got today as well, and then we're going to say sayonara. So what's that last book up today?
We got a little Teen Titans, number 33.
And that's the Alex Garner cover. Really like his art style. I don't like it all the time, but definitely like to pick his up. He's got some Batgirl run issues that are really nice too. This number 33, it's written by Adam Glass, and we also got Ascension is the guest artist, and I'm not a big fan of that artist, so I'm glad he's a guest, and they actually wrote it in there like they were kind of apologizing for it. So some dollar bin books that I got. Show them that Savage Dragon. Now, Savage, Go ahead.
I thought it was going to be Savage Garden's new release.
Savage Dragon, I know one of these days they're going to do a movie on that book. So I whenever I see a #1 like that or an early appearance, I grab it. I can just totally see The Rock playing a Savage Dragon character.
Yeah.
That is not the first issue. He had a 3-issue miniseries, and then there was another series that he actually, there was probably 4 or 5 appearances before he ever got to his first issue. Now, if you've been reading The House and Powers of 10, you'll know that Nimrod is becoming a big character. And Mark's going to show you this X-Men book here, and that is Nimrod's first appearance. So definitely a good dollar bin find. I can totally see that book gaining heat, that character gaining heat. So probably want to grab that if you can. And then the next book he's going to pop up is a X-Men book, and that's an early appearance of the Phalanx, which is another character that's gained some hype in the new Powers and House of 10 series. Now these are just some shiny covers. Man, I can't pass up a shiny cover because you know I like a shiny thing.
That was one of my favorite things, collecting cards back in the day, was Silver Surfer cards, because they were always popped.
Those hologram covers, man.
Hologram.
I got so many of those.
Those Upper Deck cards and stuff.
That's Surfer 50 and 75, and they're definitely worth more than $1, but they're not high-end spec books. And then now Marvel's been talking a lot about doing some movies and TV shows for the Midnight Suns, which is a compilation of characters. But this is the second appearance of the Midnight Suns, which is mainly Ghost Rider and some others. Morbius is another big one, and Morbius is getting introduced into the Spider-Man universe, and pretty sad to hear about Marvel and Disney not being able to make a deal with Spider-Man. Did you hear about that, bro?
No, I didn't hear about that actually.
Yeah, they're having a little breakup, so I don't know.
Yeah, Spider-Man's gonna branch off?
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed off about it.
Uh-oh.
So is Yogi here. So just a few things that I didn't get today. Last Stop on the Red Line #3 was out. I like that title, but it just wasn't good enough to make the cut. I got to make some tough choices sometime. We also had Black Mass #1 from DC. That's part of the Event Leviathan thing going on. Ghost Spider starting a new #1 today. I've got the Shannon Meyer variant coming in the mail, the Virgin and the trade dress, so I can't wait to get that. But what's the artist on that? Miyazakawa is doing the art on that still, so not very happy about that. It's okay. And Nightwing had a Warren Lau variant that you might be thinking about getting. And let's see what else. Middle West I dropped. Iron Man had a Mark Brooks cover that looked pretty dope. Superman Year 1 was out today, but I'm not a big fan of John Romita Jr. And also on the Fearless, there was a really nice Yasmin Putri Storm cover as well. So for some reason you wanted to get that title, that's definitely a good cover to get. So, hey man, thanks for joining me today. It's been a pleasure having you.
It was a pleasure being here.
You come back more often, and it's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wife to join us every Wednesday for Comic TV. See you next time.
And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe and like button. Share this if you want to get everyone else's knowledge up on that Comic Book Wednesday.
That's right.
Peace!